Nobody.
Hey!
Let's go.
Hey!
We gonna get into it today.
Hey!
Real vibes.
Hey!
Yeah,
Real
yeah.
vibes only. Hey! Champion music. Hey,
get it.
listen. I feel the hate on me right now.
You're on one today.
I feel the hate that's on me tonight, man. We've been having an argument off air, and I'm gonna say like this to all the people that have been arguing with me. It's whatever. I'm not afraid. I'm not backing down. I'm not running from nobody. Shout out to Petey. Shout out to the whole gang. Squeaks, Nash, Coach Golf, Fire. I play with Fire.
Hello.
You gonna call somebody ignorant?
Shout out
for
to
having a
Ace.
difference
Hold
of
on.
opinion?
Hold on. Big shout out to Ace. Shout out to Steph, Pearls Monroe.
Yeah.
Shout out to the whole gang, man.
Hi, Pearl.
Oh my
You
God.
look
Shout
good
out.
cleaning that.
Let everybody know you've been feeling her.
Am.
Let everybody know. Real
You are
vibes.
Getting hot in the
You are
kitchen.
looking great. You are
Right?
looking great.
Getting hot.
Shout out to Hala Rock.
Hi.
Shout out to Georgie. Me and Georgie was arguing, as we usually do. But she mad at me because I'm in control of my life.
I'm not mad at you.
I know exactly what I want and what I don't want. I'm not wasting nobody's time.
What do you want?
It's not about what I want.
You
It's
just
about what
said
other
I
people-
know exactly what I want and what I don't want, but I think
Oh,
you
what I
don't.
want?
What do you want?
I think you know what you don't want.
No.
Right, he know
No,
what
no,
he
no,
don't
no.
want. He
No,
don't
no,
know
no.
what he wants.
No, I know what I want.
What you want?
Harmony, peace, state of a peace of mind. That's it.
That's a lie.
How's that a lie? How you gonna tell me what I want? Huh?
Zen.
That's it.
But
That's
everybody
all
achieves Zen in different
in
ways.
different ways. That's what I'm saying.
This
Like,
is the
you
same
know what it
person
is?
who says he has to like light some fire and cause an argument sometimes just to you know what I
things
mean?
interesting.
Keep things interesting.
This is angry black woman. One round of
Now
applause
I'm
for
an
angry
angry
black
Don't
black
do it.
woman.
Don't
Hey,
do it.
We got a big episode today, man. We got a real guest here today. Big shout out to Jay Stone, Josh Stone in the building. Real vibes only, man.
Hi, Josh.
Word, man. How you
Hello.
been, man?
Hello, I'm great. Just
How was your weekend?
Father's Day weekend, it was great. Spent time with the family.
Father Day
You know?
weekend, man. You know what? Before we start this, you watch the Nets?
Of course.
Shout out to the Nets, man. Shout out to Katie. Shout out to Hardy.
KD's efforts.
I had a hell of a weekend because I was in Detroit for the weekend shooting a movie, and I got a text. Shout out to Troy Press. He runs the entertainment portion of what goes on at the Barclays at the Nets games, and I've been dealing with him for years. And I come get seats down on the floor and stuff like that. He had me come down there.
That's dope.
And one year I did, for the playoffs, I came and I announced the starting five. That was so
Cool.
dope. It was like, it's Maino, the KOB, and starting from the Brooklyn Nets, and I read the names off, and that was dope. And then he hit me the other day and was like, yo, if you in town, I want you to come perform at halftime. And I said, damn, I'm in Detroit shooting this movie. I can't make it. And all my niggas is like, man, fuck that movie. Fuck that movie.
Yeah, that would have been a moment.
I was in Detroit looking at the game on break. Every time I was on break from shooting, like, damn, I was supposed to be in there. The Barclays was on fire. Did you watch that game?
Yo, how that was in a 3, it's killing me right now.
Unbelievable, bro.
Like game of inches, like Al Pacino says any given Sunday. Literally, game of inches.
Game of inches. I'm mad because I couldn't come down there whether they won or not. I couldn't came down there in a nice outfit and perform. Damn.
It'll happen again.
It will. And I tell you one thing, Georgie's not invited. Give me something. Give me something. Come on, Nash, give me something. Woo! Georgie's not invited to my halftime performance whenever it does happen.
I don't have a problem with just, you know what I mean?
You got a
forcing
problem
my
with
way in.
me, though. You got a problem with me, and we got to
Because
guess.
you always have an issue and then you try to make it seem like you're the victim. All the time.
Oh, shit.
That's crazy.
That is.
Give the shots fired.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Well, I'm not the victim, and what's up, brother? Hi, look, I want to talk to you. I got a lot to
Wait,
talk
so
to you
he's
about.
the victim? Why'd you
He's
say
not the victim. I'm not the victim. We gonna let that just. I got that hater repellent on. You understand?
Real vibe.
That shit just
I'm a
bounced through
hater
me,
now.
man.
Now I'm a hater.
You been hating on me. You
You
disagree
see
with me.
me?
Yeah. Woo. Must I remind you? Straight up. It's a
heard?
fact. But Josh, talk to me, man, because if I know you, but if the world don't know you, you got a lot to talk about, and you got a story, bro. But let's go back. Where you from? Because you are a rap artist. You're a songwriter. Let's talk a little bit about your story, bro.
Producer, yeah. I grew up on Long Island, so I was about 14 years old. I was very big into hockey, and I was projected to go in the 2008 NHL draft in the top 5 picks.
So, whoa, because that's amazing. I never been to a fucking hockey game.
Well,
Put that on my bucket list, please, God.
We're gonna
Okay.
we're gonna own the team.
Okay, definitely. But I need to go and watch it at least. So you in high school,
Yeah,
College.
I got a full ride to prep school.
prep school, and you playing hockey.
Yes,
Was you fighting?
I was the one that could talk shit. I was like the Allen Iverson mixed with Terrell Owens of hockey. I was way too cocky back then.
Wow. But you was a star player.
Yes,
Okay, so now, why didn't you go to the majors, to the league?
I had a career-ending surgery a month before the NHL draft after I met with all the general managers from the NHL because you do that before the draft.
Right.
And we were at a USA camp, and I had a career-ending shoulder surgery where I had to get a cadaver's part put into my AC joint. So meaning if I fall, it could pop out at any time. So it's a career-ending
How did
injury.
that happen?
It happened because I was having shoulder problems, just like lifting weights, maybe a little heavier than I had to, but I was also getting hit because these guys were taking cheap shots at me. Like I was really that guy, but I wasn't humble at the time.
Be honest with me, bro. Look me in my eyes. You look like you was taking steroids, were you? keep it real.
Real vibes only. Yeah, we was taking a little something.
You was juicing, nigga.
We, like,
Come on.
we got the.
Hey, how'd you know? How
And
could
this
you
is-
tell?
Not that it's anything, but it's just like this was during the Bonds. I'm a little young. Like this is during the Bonds, McGuire.
Okay, you was juicing.
Oh, you know what I mean? Juice taking a little whatever it was
Yeah,
from prior
performance
injuries.
enhancement.
But they were also giving me shots in my shoulder, which were making it weaker.
Oh, that's where the steroids was going in your shoulder.
The steroids was something that I was doing for an athletic gain at a very low
Right,
level.
right.
But what my trainers were doing on different teams where they were injecting into my AC joint so that I could play that game, not really giving a fuck about my future. They were just like,
'cause you were
I
in
gotta
pain.
get
They
through the
basically
game.
was giving you a painkiller, but
Yeah.
it was still straining your shoulder.
Yeah, it was still like getting very
Damaged.
damaged
man.
and ruptured.
So that fucked your hockey career up.
Yep.
That's crazy.
How did you feel, man?
Depressed. A week after that, my best friend passed away. 3 weeks after that, and it's coming up on Thursday. That's why like timing and energy is like really
Right.
real. Rest in peace, John Hall. That was my best friend. 3 weeks later after that, one of my boys called me, and I'm sitting there just popping Vicodins. Like, what the fuck am I doing in my life? I just lost $42 million, like 6 years,
You was a
7
guarantee.
guaranteed. Yeah, like a one-way contract. Went from that to my boy hitting me and being like, yo. And I'm like, yo, what do you want? He's like, yo, Puffy's here. I was like, what are you talking about? And he's like, yeah, they're filming something. I don't know. There's a crew. Come over here. So at the time, I just had like a lot of bud, a lot of weed. I brought it over there because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. And in that interaction, the first day on set, they were shooting Notorious about Big's life. But it was just very weird that they were shooting it in my hometown, which I haven't been in since I'm 14 years old. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I've been to Toronto, I've been to Boston. Like that, I graduated high school from Boston.
Oh wow.
Can't
So-
tell you.
Oh, okay. So you was living in different places.
Yeah, because of hockey, you get drafted by this team. It's like similar like the AAU, how people
okay.
move around
Right.
and they go to prep. Then it,
Understood.
You know what I mean? So
Understood.
different experiences, different cultures, different types of things.
Right.
Just point being, went around the block and I ended up meeting Chris Lighty, God bless the dead. And just a quick story. The cast and crew had to eat somewhere. And there was like, you know how it goes, like gravy was allowed inside.
Right.
We played big. And then Chris Lighty had
He's
like...
gravy. Oh, hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Gravy. Ladies and gentlemen, he's referring to the guy that played big in Notorious, and you can currently catch him still playing big right now in 2021.
Somewhere, definitely.
Yo, he looks just like him on camera, scary.
That nigga still playing big. And you still,
Definitely.
Yo, don't even get me.
hold on. Gravy is still playing big to this day. Did you see the movie with Johnny Depp and
Yeah, the detective movie.
Yeah, it's about Russell Pope. Gravy's in there.
Yo, I know. I'm like, yo. I'm like, that's his third appearance. No hate, because if that
I'm
doesn't
not
happen,
lying. I'm not hating on Gravy.
Yo.
I'm not hating on Gravy.
Nah,
Now,
he'll
Gravy-
always have that. Yeah.
No, he's stuck in his role, my nigga.
Yeah.
I'm not hating. Yo, y'all
Nah,
look
but
at me.
actors really hate that though.
No.
But yeah,
No,
he's
no,
definitely
you-
always
you
gonna
know-
have a job.
You know,
real.
as big though.
Yeah,
As big. Maybe I don't know. Listen, I seen him in Barbershop. He did a great job. He
did.
He did a good job in Barbershop.
Shout out
I seen
to
him
him
in
for
Bad Girls. Shout out to the cast and crew of Bad Girls. But his leading role, the role that he's still in to this day, he played Big 6 or 11 times. How many times he played Big? Listen, it was a time. I swear to God.
R.I.P. the Big.
I swear to God, on Jesus Sandals, right? Gravy was doing a tour as Big.
I can't.
Y'all niggas think I'm playing.
I gotta get the
I
saucy
swear to God, Gravy, after Notorious came out, y'all think I'm lying. Y'all can look this shit up. Gravy did a tour as Big. Like, he was in Big character. He was going to clubs as like the nigga that played Big, but he is Big.
So they would have him on the flyer as
Yeah, his
Like,
on the flyer.
yeah, he was right, but they was using pictures from the
movie.
From the movie.
Right.
It wasn't like his actor pictures. It was from the movie, and he was doing walkthroughs and shit as
shit. Fuck it. Why not?
as the Notorious. But now listen, it's been how many years? It's been 15 years. He's still playing Big right now.
There's always gonna be a Biggie movie coming out.
Woo! One
A
time
Biggie
for the one
something.
time, man.
He got them for the next 20 years.
One time for the one time.
Real vibes.
So, finish with your story. I just needed to share that. I'm sorry.
No, it's real vibes. I didn't even know that. That's what's.
No, he's still
I
playing
seen
Big.
him in the Rustlers.
He's somewhere right now playing Big.
Yo, guaranteed.
I'm telling you.
something. Cutaway, no hate.
Yeah, it ain't
Just
about
real
no
vibes.
hate, nigga.
Yeah,
It
it's
is
real
what
vibes. It is what it
it
is.
is. She know that. You know that, right?
She's mad at you tonight. I feel the energy. All right. I don't want to speak.
This
to
is
anyone.
this is regular. Don't
This is regular.
don't be alarmed.
So
Yeah,
just-
because if it's really, it'll get crazy if it's really like that.
It really will.
Oh shit! But I'm here. Come on, like we could take a shot or something. Let's do some
Yeah, give
vibe.
her a shot.
You ain't gonna change nothing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Damn.
Change nothing.
Sounds like she's mad at you too.
Nah.
See what you're doing. I feel my pain.
Yeah, feel my pain. So you see, Gravy was allowed to come in the house.
Gravy was in the house shooting the scene. Puffy wasn't there, but I met Chris Lighty on the set, and he needed the cast and crew somewhere where to eat, basically, right? And the people that he did, it's called the Brokerage Club on Merrick Road, and they canceled on him. So I was like just chilling with like the entourage that was just chilling on the grass because they weren't allowed in the crib.
Right.
And then Chris Lighty was like, "Yo, you look resourceful," because he saw what was going on. And because I was like in a sling on Vicodin, all fucked up, like, and I didn't know who Chris Lighty was.
Okay.
Like that wasn't my,
Right. Understood.
you know what I mean? So I called my Uncle Freddie, who owns a spot, La Piazza in Merrick, and I was like, "Yo, you know Biggie Smalls, Christopher Wallace?" And he's like, "Yeah, that who died, the rapper."
Right.
And he was like, I was like, "There's like 30 cast and crew that need to eat, and like 60 people on whatever it was, like the numbers."
Right.
And he let him do it. So Chris said to me, "Come back the next day. We have a second scene. I want to talk to you."
So you fed them, basically.
Yeah.
This guy's Jesus.
That's powerful.
This guy's Jesus.
Guy's Jesus. He fed the flock. He fed the flock. You fed the crew of the Notorious.
Yeah.
Fish,
That's
one bread.
yeah. Everybody had one fish and one bread. That is and water.
One bread. And wine.
Oh yeah, it was wine.
Definitely some
Get it
wine
right.
there.
Get it right.
Real
Fine.
vibes. All right.
So when you went back the next day, you spoke to Chris.
yeah, absolutely.
And what was that conversation like?
Miss Wallace was actually on set that day. So that was also, obviously, I listened to, like, to go back to the hockey, I was always listening to hip hop
Right.
growing up. People that I went to school with that, like, you even know.
Right.
You know what I mean? That were there for basketball. Like, those were the kids I was chilling with that were putting me on to shit before people in the suburbs. It was, like, culturally cool
Right.
was putting me on to the Stack Bundles mixtapes. They was
Nice.
bringing me back to Dipsets before, when it was Purple City Bird Gang, like before it became, you know what I mean, cool and culture. So I really just opened
No. The Dips was cool, nigga.
No, of course. No, I'm saying
Right.
like
Took
in
him out for him.
pop culture. I'm
Oh,
talking like I
okay.
caught it.
You caught it early.
Yeah, so it kind of changed my perspective on things. Just going back to that. But what Chris said to me was, ride with me. And so Miss Wiles was in the front, Bushan, Big Boo, who had a stroke. I hope he's feeling better. Happy belated Father's Day also. He was driving Miss Wallace, and then I was in the back with Chris, and he was like, you seem very resourceful. Do you know who I am? So no. So he literally said, he was like, yo, do you know who 50 Cent is? So I said, yeah, of course. Like, what do you mean? He's like, you know who DJ Who Kid is? I was like, to a degree, because at that point I didn't really know.
Right.
I knew he, you know what I mean, was affiliated with G Unit. So he's like, I want you to take a trip to Toronto, if that's cool, and see like how you like doing this. Because he asked me about all that hockey shit I talked to you about. He's like, why are you in a sling? He like was really like interviewing me basically. So like 2 weeks later, I was with Who Kid in Toronto. Like I didn't know what I was doing at the time, and now I know it's like assistant A&Ring or just being like an intern. Like I was just getting white moisture. That was your job. That was my job. Yo, go around the club and find white moisture.
You know Lori?
Wait, white moisture.
That used to work with Chris?
With Chris? No, I just dealt with Chris directly.
Okay.
Yes.
So you kind of had an internship with Who Kid and under the tutelage of Chris Lighty.
Yes.
Tutelage.
And that lasted about like 3 or 4 weeks.
Hold on, so
Yes.
one second. You got a problem?
That's just another big word. Tutelage.
I'm a big word nigga.
Okay.
I'm a big word nigga.
Tutelage.
Look at me.
Tutelage.
Look at me.
Tutelage. You don't even use that every day. Tutelage.
Define tutelage.
Right? Spell it.
It's a lot of things I don't use every day, but I get around to it, right?
Like condoms?
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
This
Next.
is getting deep. This is getting deep. This is getting deep over here.
And it's Illmatic, the way I flow to these beats.
Now, so you went to Toronto with him?
Went to Toronto with Who Kid, and now I'm in a fucking sling eating Vicodin because I'm depressed. My best friend just passed away. God bless the dead. And I come home and my father's like, what the fuck you doing with your life? Because like he now feels the type of way with me because I had Bauer, Nike, all these guys bring me hockey sticks, hockey skates, but you see who the real ones are. Like it took that experience for me because I was very young. I was 17, about to be 18. So it just opened to my eyes. I'm like, yo, I see like the Orr group, which like is Bobby Orr's hockey group that used to represent me. The Orr group, like all these guys that were around, they just left. So I was just left with myself and a MacBook Pro. And my father didn't really understand what was going on at the time, but he was like, I know Chuck D. And I was like, at the time, I'm like, all right, who's Chuck D? I'm like, who's Chuck D? I knew Chuck D from Jesus Shuttlesworth. That's what I knew Chuck D at the time. As. So he's like, well, I go, what do you mean you know Chuck D? He's like, yeah, he went to Adelphi. He used to be my guy that used to like give out flyers. I had the first black nightclub in Long Island in the 80s. So I was like, all right, whatever. So like literally they haven't spoken 25 years. And 24 hours later, Chuck hits him with an email. Hey, meet me with your son in Long Island at the East Bay Diner, which is on Merrick Road.
Merrick Road. That's Queens, though.
That's Queens. It goes down.
It goes down into Long Island, but yeah, it's outside Queens.
Okay. It's like Rosedale area, right?
Like Rosedale, like Belmore, Merrick, like South Shore.
Right. Okay.
Like Freeport, and then going into
Right. So what happened?
So my father's like, we need to meet Chuck D at the diner at whatever time it was.
Because you knew you were into music now. Or
Whatever my father wrote, I still don't even know to this day. Like, it was just, he said he had a relationship.
And he was just trying
And I
to
was like,
connect you.
and he didn't want me just running around with Who Kid. He's like, what'd you do this weekend? Get fucking pussy and you have one on with? Like, what are you going to do with your life? You know what I mean? So he wasn't.
So that's all y'all
that's what
really
it was looking
doing.
looking
And
like.
he's mad at me.
Who
Like,
Kid got you out there going to get the bitches?
That's it. Because in Toronto.
And you told your dad that.
Yeah. My dad's cool as, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just different. So we met Chuck at the diner, and he was really my first mentor in this music shit in like 2009. And I met him, and the first thing that he said to me my father, because like what I was telling you, I was like too cocky at the time, because there's a fine line between confident and cocky. And at the time when you're younger, I'm sure you know,
understand.
everyone, you don't really understand that.
Right.
So he said to me the day my father was like, bring up. He said it's mandatory to bring a pen and a pencil. I said, I didn't know why at the time, because I'm telling you, like, I wasn't humble. So my dad and Chuck hug, and I'm like, yo, this shit's kind of crazy. What's going on right now? So he's like, yo, I told you. He didn't say yo, because he's not like that. But he said, I told you to bring a pad and pen. Go across the street, and at the time there was like the Kmart's. Remember them Kmart's? And he said, because I'm not wasting my time, and what I'm about to tell you, like, you need to write down. Like the same thing I told Tupac and Ice Cube.
Right.
So I went across the street, and my father was talking. I came back, and then he ended up sitting with me for like 6 hours and saying things at the time that I had no fucking clue what it meant. Like, publishing, owner of masters. Like, I don't know shit about the music business. I just was with Who Kid, enjoying myself with a couple bitches, like, real vibes only. Like, that's just what it was. Like, that's what I was doing. I was still, you know what I mean? Like, sort of was. So he took a liking to me, and he said, I'm going to let you come to my house that I grew up in, because Chuck went to Adelphi, so he's from Roosevelt, Long Island. And he said, I want you to, if you're really going to do this, I always want your hands to be able to be on the boards. And you could learn from the Bomb Squad, which I guess was back in the day. So I was just around his home studio in Long Island, Roosevelt, just working every day, like 3 beats a day, 48 bars, like 144 bars, like just making music and like seeing like legends like
So you was like engineering?
Not engineering, just like I was sitting in, just
just
learning like what was going on.
Right.
Like,
So Chuck D after you is Chuck D is basically your initiation into the music business.
yes.
Was you writing rhymes then?
I was coming up with like hooks, but I saw that like I was a better producer. I'm always writing poetry since I'm literally in like 3rd grade. Like you could call poetry because of whatever, but it's like I just write down thoughts.
Right.
Like I've always been writing down.
So
thoughts.
when you say producing, you mean you crafting the music also?
Yeah.
Okay, so you
MPCs, like learning like
Right,
almost
right,
like
right.
the old way, because like not saying they're old, but just that was the way back then. You know what I mean?
right. So
Yes.
so fast forward a couple years, you start actually getting into the game. You start putting out music.
I started putting out music, and but before putting out any music, I actually was working for a Blueprint group and doing little A&R things.
Blueprint, what's that?
I was working under, at the time, Gene Nelson.
Oh, Gene.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Okay.
So I was doing things for him and really like in the industry.
What was you doing for Gene?
I was running around as like his A&R, doing whatever needed to be done.
Shout out to that guy.
He knows how to make.
Shout out
He
to
knows how to
Gene.
make records. Like I'll tell you that. Like I'm
I
blessed
know
to be.
I know Gene very well.
Me too. He gave me my name.
That's crazy because
I used
I didn't know any
intern
of
at
that.
Atlantic.
What?
That's so.
I know him very well.
You know,
Very.
and rest in peace to Alvin Tony too. Like,
Definitely rest in peace to Alvin Tony. That was a
like,
good friend of mine.
was it real?
Yeah, definitely. So
Yeah, God bless.
when did you start putting out your own music?
I started putting my own music in 2015 after I actually reconnected with Chuck at the Art for Life Foundation from Russell Simmons. And he told me basically like stop really like not following around Gene and making other artists hot on their
Right.
roster, but like do my own
Do
thing,
your own thing.
because he knows what was really going on in certain writing situations, certain.
So it's fair to say that you was paying your dues by running around with guys like Gene and stuff like that, right? Now, when you was running around with Gene, was you doing any writing for him or the artist that was you writing for him?
The artist that he was with?
Yeah. Well, did you write for any of those artists?
Yeah, a couple of them.
Did you get paid for any of that?
Yes, we got paid for it. Because at the time, you don't really know what a master's really worth. You have to go through the growing pains. You know what I mean?
Well, the master's not worth shit at that point. The master's not worth shit until it's popular, unless it sells, unless it becomes a
Right.
hit.
Well, with their talent roster, they were making it happen. Like,
So who did you write for?
you know what I mean? We worked on a couple of G-Eazy projects,
So you wrote for Jeezy.
Nicki projects.
So
Okay.
So you wrote.
Minaj.
Hold on. You wrote for Jeezy.
Absolutely.
You wrote for Nicki.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Who else?
It started off with Jessie J.
Jesse J.
In the pop world, which was like a London thing in like 2012. Because how I met Jean was through Alvin Toney, and I had a singer at the time, and we got her a deal at Sony through Jean, and then she was just a fucking whack job, and it just actually made me and Jean's relationship much closer.
Cool. So when you say you wrote for these artists, did you talking about hooks or bars?
When I say write, I'm talking more on the production side. I'm not talking about actually writing. I'm not talking about top lining. I'm talking about actual like production, because I have producers. Like my first placement was with Jim for White Powder, that he actually came back with Cam, and then I ended up bringing them all back together with that same female from Sony that I got a deal for. And it was the first time like Dipset really got back together.
So you're not actually writing; you're just producing the beat.
Yes.
For them.
Or had the
and
way
have writers on there with them. I'm not understanding.
like production works in various ways. I could play two keys
And you get some credit, right?
correct.
Yes.
Or you get paid out.
Okay, but I didn't know that was
That's what you have
considered
to learn.
writing for the artist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I'm a Bob, and Nicki's that.
Yeah.
wow.
Vocals and production. Vocals and production are two different elements of publishing.
Right. But it show in the credits. It shows up as writers.
Got it.
So when you read the credits and you see all these names,
Right.
you might see for one song, you might see motherfucking 6 different names as writers. Not all these niggas is holding a pen, right? So it's the production side, you might have four of those niggas working on the music. All right.
Drake got 30 writers.
Did you write for Drake too?
Hell no.
Oh shit. Okay, making sure.
But like, I've been a fly
Don't
on the
say
wall.
hell no.
I've been a fly on the wall through my journey.
Okay.
So it scares some people.
Meaning what?
Meaning just I'm focused on me and my team and my growth.
Right.
But if we gotta go there, we could go there.
As far as
Falls what? What does that mean?
Just as far as like there's certain things, you know how the game goes where people aren't gonna create the competition.
No, you gotta slow it down. Slow it down. Back it up a little bit. You said you was in the room being a fly on the wall.
Mhm.
What room was you in?
I've been in many rooms.
Okay. Now we were speaking about Drake, right?
Mhm.
So you was in a room with Drake. Did something happen?
Whether I was in a room with Drake or whether I was a fly on the wall with the bosses talking about Drake.
Oh, okay.
You dig? And the real business of the shit.
Okay.
So nothing against Drake. Shout out to Caffeine. Smack my brother.
Drake
Love
to do
you.
no wrong in my eyes.
You know what I mean?
So
You know the Sylvia Roan. You know what's real vibes only. But I don't want to sit here and you know what I
right,
mean.
but you're saying like some people don't want to go there, but we could go there. What does that mean?
as far as making the competition, you
That's
said.
why like I really want everybody to get this album, because I go there and I'm a believer like the greats, Mamba, RIP to Kobe, Jordan, like they let the work speak for themselves. Like I'm a student of the game, where a lot of these new artists are like clout chasers for fame.
Right.
So
you
to-
actually know what's going on, so you can capitalize off of that and what's really, because you know what's going on behind the scenes.
And this is your
Basically
first
what you're
album?
saying.
You're very smart. I see why you guys have intellectual.
This is your first album?
Smart, huh?
I got kiss ass. Like we haven't this smooth.
I don't kiss no ass at all. No, I don't kiss nobody ass. You mad at me? You just mad.
Fella.
You get over it. Who ass I kiss?
I didn't
You
say
ain't
you
never
said
seen
I
or
didn't
heard
say
about
you
me kissing
kiss,
no ass in your
I
life.
didn't say you kiss ass, but
I
you
never
said if
kissed
you
no.
mad
I
at
don't
me, you
kiss
just
that.
mad, and I
You
said
just
lies.
mad. Whoever mad at me just mad
Lies.
until they get it, until it's over with.
Facts.
So if somebody mad at you, you don't apologize.
That apology and kissing ass is two different things.
I didn't say you kissed ass.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead, Josh.
No,
All right.
I got
So
a
it's your first
question.
album.
Hold on, let him get his drink. Yeah, come on, get this nigga drunk. Come on.
I got no drunk. This is just a shot. I want the shot.
No chaser, drink that, nigga.
Shot, no
Come on.
chaser.
Check this out. Speaking of artistry, speaking of writing, speaking of music, I saw you in the press recently. I saw you on TMZ.
Not me.
Recently. Yeah, you.
Couldn't have been me.
Yeah, it was you.
This guy?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I saw you in the press
I know nothing.
about something. There was a song that you made. And then there was a discrepancy with the song that you made because there was a certain pop star.
The Mac Miller killer.
Whoa.
Whoa.
The what?
The what killer?
The Mac Miller killer.
So
That's how Who Kid branded her.
So we talking about for the people in TV land that don't know who we talking about. We talking about Ariana Grande. Now you call Ariana
That's crazy.
Ariana Grande the what?
The Mac Miller killer. It was Who Kid. I'm giving him the credit, but he was accurate.
That's crazy.
Accurate
That's
how?
very
She
harsh.
why would you say that?
They were doing a lot of cocaine together at
What?
the time, and he died, and then she just dipped, and they had to protect her image because that's how this game goes. And it's sad.
She does cocaine? I didn't know she does. Ariana Grande does cocaine?
She does have like that innocent. I understand why you
Everybody
don't believe
fucking
I'm
that.
do
not saying-
cocaine
I
but
ain't
us,
saying
man.
nothing.
I'm not saying
We
that
the
she
only
does.
motherfuckers that's not
I
doing
ain't
cocaine.
saying
You realize
I'm
that?
not saying she does. I'm not saying that
Damn.
she does. But all I'm saying is,
No,
if
you
your
said she
boyfriend's
does.
doing
You
it,
said it.
if
You
your
said she
boyfriend, if your
does.
boyfriend's doing it and he ODs, like,
But
one
how
plus
are
one
you with
equals
the,
two.
how are you the blame because your
Right.
boyfriend ODs? And I think at that time he OD'd, they weren't together.
No, they were. Or even if they weren't together,
were
why do you
broken
leave
up.
somebody in depression? I don't even, listen, this is
Oh,
not my
no,
business.
no.
It's just like, yo, it's
you
just
have
like,
opinion on her. I
it's
see.
just, no, an opinion on her just because that's something different.
Do you know her?
Do I know her personally or have I been in a room with her?
Personally, both.
I've been in a room with her.
What happened? You know her personally?
I was in there pitching music.
All
was
right,
pitching
so
me-
no, I want to get back to this because I'm trying to understand how your whole thing is you don't leave somebody when they're depressed. That's so because of that situation she killed him.
Listen, you could call Who Kid. That's what he calls it.
I don't
I'm
care
just-
about
I'm
what
just
who
repeating
kid. I'm
Put it on
asking
Who
you.
Kid, nigga.
I
You
don't
got
know
that.
why you
Put it
said
on Who
it.
Kid.
Your opinion.
It's on you,
I'm not
nigga.
putting anything on Who
Yeah.
Kid. Did she? Yeah, like you got to know what your man's going through.
Yeah, but that don't. But you,
Like,
you could.
like,
Okay,
like,
but if
talk
it's
frank.
if it's a stress on you and you gotta leave, I'm not staying.
You
with
gotta know
just
it's
because
better.
you're depressed. Like I'm not depressed. You're depressed at the end of the day.
All right, so then you don't understand what it's like to be in a longevity relationship.
No, I do know what it's like to be in a longevity relationship, but just
Okay.
because you're depressed, you can only do so much with somebody who's depressed.
So
You
everybody
gotta
should
look
be
out
happy
for
every
yourself.
day.
You gotta look out for
Yes,
your
absolutely.
And
That's two
sometimes that
different
depression,
things.
but sometimes
So,
that
but it's
depression,
one and the same. You got to decide. So you're saying that she decided to choose herself,
right?
and that means she killed Mac Miller.
Because he was depressed and you left him at a
Or you
depressed
wanted to
state
better
or
yourself.
whatever
You used
it
to do
was.
drugs with him, and you wanted to better yourself. So now you killed him.
Listen, I don't know.
How do you
Maybe
know
she
that she
did it.
didn't-
Maybe she didn't. 50-50. Flip a
Maybe
coin.
she walked him through
Flip a coin.
trying
That's
to
all I
better
gotta
him,
say.
and he wasn't listening. You don't know. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's not here to tell the story either. So
Rest in peace.
Right.
I ain't like that.
Yeah, that was a little.
I
that
mean,
was a
listen,
lot.
if you know what she did to me in the fucking
Hold on, we gonna
PTSD,
talk- we
yeah,
gonna
like,
get
yeah,
into
I don't
it.
think you'll feel so bad for her.
All right, so let's get to
People
it.
do say she might not be that as nice as
And
she
I didn't say
comes off.
I didn't say I don't know her, so I can't
Defend her.
speak. I can't defend her or speak
She's
on
a
her
Disney
character.
brat. She's
What?
a Disney brat. Her mom
Okay.
runs her career, and she's a Disney brat.
Okay, you sound upset. Really
Real.
upset.
No,
so
I'm,
let's get to
I'm settled.
Sound
I'm
a
great,
little
baby.
upset.
We're great. I'm not upset. It's just people don't understand like this is a business at the end of the day.
It is a business.
People don't understand that. They just want to rap. Like I'm here to do things way beyond making music. Like when you say Universal, we're talking about studios.
What's your sign?
Leo.
Heard it.
Makes sense.
Heard it.
Leo.
Makes sense.
But I like that.
Hey,
If you
listen.
saw my horoscope today, you'd be like, you're right where you belong.
Check this out. Let's get down to it then. I'm just surprised that everybody.
That was an interesting energy shift, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Everybody's doing cocaine. I didn't even know. I thought she was like a squeaky clean person.
Nobody's squeaky clean.
Until I listened to her songs a couple other days. She talk about a lot of dick and pussy. But check this out. Let's talk about it. You wrote a song.
Yeah.
She ended up with a song that was similar to yours, and you sued her. You sued Ariana Grande. You took her to court over what? Copyright infringement, right?
Copyright infringement, but I just want to say on behalf of like myself, because everybody's cloud chasing these days for headlines. We try to do this amicably.
Right.
So thank you to my lawyers of team. Like they
Right.
just didn't know that I've been through the industry like that. And
Right.
they do this to young white kids, black kids, producers every day. They take something, but they don't have the means or the knowledge or the wisdom to get it done.
Okay, we're gonna get into how it happened, but just for the sake of the people that's watching that don't know what's going on and may not be as familiar with you. You, Josh Stone, songwriter, rapper, producer, you sued Ariana Grande over a song, copyright infringement. You took her to court and you won. You won.
This was recently, like a couple years ago.
No, not years ago. This just happened.
Yeah, the settlement just happened.
The settlement just happened.
But it was on TMZ like last year, the year before.
Yeah. Like right before Corona hit, like the December probably.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But you know, that's what's another
So
interesting
you didn't
thing.
want it to hit the media, though.
It did hit the media.
We tried to do it amicably for
So how
6
did they
months,
know?
and they were just like, "Fuck you," because it's always like, "Fuck the little guy." But my entertainment lawyers, Boyarsky and Fritz, they have some pull. Charles Kopelman, I appreciate all you do. Tamir Fritz too, because it takes a team. You know what I mean? The engine got to go.
So they blew up the story.
It's not that they blew up the story. They were reaching out to people so that this didn't get out.
Nigga, you got a bag. Okay? Come on. All this peace talk,
Paper
all
gangster
this.
shit.
But he's just saying he don't want to be a clout chaser.
No,
in a
but
sense.
it's not about
People are
clout.
gonna
He
think
actually,
whatever they
listen,
wanna
here
We
you-
went to the publishing companies at Be I just want
Hold on. I
Gotcha.
want to make this understood.
Yeah, I don't know who knows what
He
about
took her to court.
industry.
He sued her, and he won.
that don't happen.
And then
You're right.
You got paid, right?
I can't disclose the amount.
I'm just saying
Yes,
not the
absolutely.
amount.
Yes.
You got paid.
Yes.
Come on, he got paid. Come on. The little guy got paid.
Can you say what song it was? Or
7 Rings. That's public knowledge.
Oh,
So-
wow.
7 rings.
yeah, if you
That's
listen,
big one.
if you listen
The big
to
one.
if you listen to a record with me and Uncle Murder, you will hear my
Uncle
hook.
Murder, you'll have his ass into something.
Hunk.
Shout out to Murder.
Yeah, what happened out right now too.
So-
Shout out to Self playing that on 105.1.
What I want to do is, I need you to explain to me how Ariana Grande over here is a superstar, how she actually got your song and then flipped it, because she's been said to do this before, right? She took I think it was 2 Chainz joint and flipped it and stuff like that. Like, so they said that now I don't know if it's her personally or if it's her producers
or Scooter.
or whoever it is, right? How did you get in this situation to where you going to court with Ariana Grande?
I got into the situation because I was working with Good Music, who splits an office now at Interscope. I don't know now, but in 2018, it's its own publishing section, and there's only 2 offices in it. Scooter Braun's on the top, and they split a studio with Kanye, and then Todd Moskowitz, because they're the only ones that have a certain structured deal through Universal. So they have their own wing. The studio is beautiful. It's dope. Like waterfall, all like this crazy shit. So
In
so
New York?
in LA.
Oh, I was about to
I
say.
live in LA. I'm from New York.
Bro, none of that shit is important.
No, I know.
That shit you talking about is irrelevant. Fuck all that. What I'm trying to get out of you is this. Because you took, Todd Moskowitz, fuck all this shit. We don't get this kitchen so we don't care about none of that.
I'm trying to tell you.
What
how
I'm
to
saying
talk
is this. How did you get into a lawsuit with Ariana Grande?
I was given the backstory because at their studio is where I was pitching ideas, and certain individual came up to me and was like, "Yo, that song with Murder," because he actually produced for Murder before in his earlier years. So he was very aware of the hip hop culture, even though he's in the pop space. So, like you said, is it her, one of her producers? So once he heard the hook, he didn't really know what I had going on as an entity for Real Vibes Only. And as a brand, and just working for other people, making them songwriting.
Right.
Sleeping
So
on
I
you.
was in there, yeah. So I'm sitting there, and the next thing you know, I hear, I think it was 2020 or 2019, 7 Rings, and then that's just being played in the Super Bowl, and I'm hearing just the hook. They're just licensing the hook because they gave away 90% to Hammerstein and Ball.
Hold on, fuck, this is what I'm saying. You too political with all this shit.
I'm trying to just tell you the real.
But nobody, the general public don't understand records, publishing
Splits and
splits
stuff.
and all that. And that's not what the conversation is about. You played this song for one of her producers.
Absolutely.
And it was saying, I want it, I got it. That song, right?
You played this song for multiple of her producers, right? A bunch of her producers. Now, speaking to the mic. Now, was you in the studio? Was she in the studio when you did this?
The second time.
The second time. So you went. You played it the first time.
Yeah, I played the first time.
And they told you to come back and play the same song again.
Absolutely.
And she was in the studio.
Yeah.
How did she smell? Just asking.
For a friend.
Just asking. Did you notice? You was just too
on that time. I'm just like, yo, I gotta get some bread, or like I don't know.
I know bread is always what we want,
but what she smell like, I don't know. She's going out with that guy. What the fuck is his name?
It don't matter what she's going out with, nigga. When I'm in the building.
No, I know, but it's just
Pete.
It's at that time she was going out with him, but I was sitting there like, I got what you're saying, but I was sitting there like,
how did
I'm
she
on my
smell?
business time. I'm on her thing. What she smell like? I don't know.
He said the studio don't matter. How did she smell?
How did she smell?
How she smell?
So your hook that they took was the I want it, I got it, I want it.
Yeah, they just flipped a couple words.
So you in the session, she's in the session. This is the second time she's in there now. You're not noticing how she smells. I would have been noticing that, but that's just the type of nigga I am.
That's neither here
what
nor
I'm
there.
saying.
You know how the game goes. I got Scooter trying to keep me away from her. I got the producer trying to keep me away from her. Like it's like
so she's in the corner over there, and
you
over
already
here.
know how the game goes. I would have known how she smelled. Believe me, I'm on your time. Real vibes only. But they're doing like the block, like I'm freaking Zeke Elliott trying to beat the Giants right now.
Okay,
right?
okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Just to paint the picture. Like I know I want to know what she smells, but.
It happens. Sometimes you know how the industry goes. I've been boxed out.
Real vibes only.
They said Maino's over there. Let's just turn around. Now they playing the music. You playing the music. Are you playing other music, or is just that particular song?
That song and another record.
So they keep telling you to play that song.
Of course.
Now, when you playing the song, do you see if she's liking it?
Yeah. Energy doesn't lie either, because they were missing They were just missing certain parts of the record. That's all I'll say. Because they, like I was saying, Hammerstein and Ballroom, like the Raindrops and Roses, it's very famous musical. So that was already the bridge.
No, but while you're in the session, because I want people to understand, we in the session right now. They didn't take it yet. You in the session, you playing the music. What is she doing?
She's just like drinking Starbucks and talking to Scooter.
But you could tell like they feeling it.
Yeah. Well, why they tell me to come back? And what the crazy part is that was the only time I've been to the studio without any good music people there, because I was really there off the strength of Kanye and Malik Youssef.
You keep throwing these names around, man.
You understand what I'm saying?
You keep throwing these names around.
No, for real though. Like that was my access to the studio,
Right.
Through Chicago Plug,
Right.
because they have access to that studio. So
Right.
I was going there playing different records for them also. This just so happened.
I got you.
That's why I was just saying in the beginning whose offices was in there. I wasn't
I
trying
got you. I got
So
you.
the first time you heard it was at the Super Bowl. That's when you knew, like, that's my song.
No.
No, slow up.
Oh.
Slow up. Because we got to walk through this slow.
Okay.
Everybody that's suing Ariana Grande and winning. So we got to walk this slow.
Many have tried.
Right. We got to walk this slow. All right. So
They did, and they didn't have a musicologist report. And if they did, they would see that there's very similar entities. But you got to come, if you're going to come at all, you better come correct.
okay, so hold up, slow up. So you leave that session. What did you leave the music with them? Did you leave that song with them?
At the time, we had a deal. I had a deal through Vidya.
Right.
So I had a video out with Uncle Murder of the actual record that was out.
Okay.
And what we was talking about was pulling it down so that they could use this segment of the record.
So did they tell you that they wanted to use it?
Yes.
Oh, so they told you that they wanted to use it.
Yeah. And my girl, like, it says no camera, like, which I do for my sessions also, so understandably, but it was just funny at the time. But my girl has this whole thing on camera.
Really?
It says don't act like you've been around some real blanks before,
Right.
like studio rules, right?
Right.
And
I've been there. Got to sign contracts and shit.
And then, but she catches everything,
Right.
you know. So we had everything on, like, you're on candid camera now, like.
So let me understand this. They told you that they want to use this song.
producer.
The producer said they want to use a piece of that hook. They verbally say this to you.
Yeah, they said this to me.
So Y'all was supposed to do some business.
Of course.
So what happened? How did the business go
Scooter
bad?
Braun's a fucking scumbag. Look what he did to Taylor Swift.
I don't know nothing about that. Let's stick with you. What
He
went
bought a
wrong?
Masters though. At the end of the day, shit's
I don't
crazy.
know. I don't know about all that,
It's a
man.
scumbag. I want a steel cage fight, Maino.
With Scooter,
Yeah.
he's been training
For
though.
charity. Yeah. And I ain't. Bare knuckle brawl like Undertaker man kind of shit. Let's do it.
And your shoulder.
You want to fight?
We don't got it right there.
You want to fight Scooter
Absolutely. For charity too.
for charity?
Absolutely. Bare knuckle brawl like some Undertaker mankind shit. And you could bring your artist too, and I'll do it 2-on-1. Like
You want to fight artists, dude?
whoever it is. Like, I don't know.
He's
like
angry.
These guys that have like tattoos on their face, because like Scooter's really like a piece of shit. Because you know how like media cycles work, right?
Right.
So they crush stories. So that's why like certain people like Harvey Levin over at TMZ,
Right.
I don't really have respect for, because like they're giving people narratives and making their brains think a certain way and thinking
Right.
that it's
That's
true.
social media, period.
Right? Real
Right.
vibes only.
I want to
So
slow
that's
up.
major
I want you to slow. we gon-
influence.
I want you to slow up though, because we got to go slow for the people, right? You know what's happening, but the people don't know. So what I'm saying is, you and Ariana's people were supposed to do business over this song.
Yes.
They asked you to use the hook. They wanted to take it, to tweak it. They wanted to use the beat too.
No, it didn't get to that point. It just got to me like being fucked around. Like, hey, meet us at the studio. Like, we did something to the hook. Hey, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Like, all that bullshit, run around like bullshit. It didn't ever got to like lawyers and Scooter doing the right thing. And
They was trying to manipulate the
yeah,
situation.
like, you know what I mean?
So did you hear the early vocals of Ariana singing?
No. I heard him on the radio for the first time. My father called me. He's like, yo, the fuck is going on? Because I know you were in the, he knows where I'm at.
So they stopped answering your phone? Like, y'all just fell out of contact?
That's
What?
why, like, I had my entertainment lawyer go to their publishing companies. Like you said, there's a lot of writers to her, 30-something writers, different publishing companies. Like, we try to do it very amicably and, like, not go for the headlines. Like, we didn't really want that.
Before you sued them, what was the last thing that y'all said to each other?
We're just trying to work out a fair situation.
And what did they tell you?
And we supplied them with musicology reports, and we supplied them with just different evidence. And you know what I mean?
You talking about the suit? I'm talking about you and Ariana's people.
At this point, it's just me and a couple producers. Yes,
Right.
It's not like it's not Avery and Monty. You know what I mean? This is at a very basic level.
So how did y'all get to the point of suing? Basically, what Maino is trying to ask is, there had to been a gray area right there that we're missing that made you say, hold on, this ain't right.
After 6 months of them not answering,
That's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
And then
Now we
send-
talking.
just say that. Yeah, no.
Avery Monty,
It's
come on. We
Yeah,
don't
no,
give a
I
fuck
wasn't
about
going
these
through
names.
those
We
lately.
don't give
Yeah,
a fuck about none of
the
them
names and fuck
Right.
all
Fuck
what
all
they're
that.
into.
We don't
Yeah,
care
So
about that.
basically, they were manipulating the situation, giving you the runaround, and then they stopped answering the phone, and then next thing you know, you hearing your song on the radio.
absolutely.
There you go.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
In a summary,
In the summer.
So you the first time you heard your song was where?
in California, after my father texted me the video, like that was already out.
Wow, your father.
Your father's a real guy.
Yeah, he on
It's
it.
a real G.
Let me ask you this: what was the first thing that you did? Did you try to contact them first, or did you go straight to the lawyers and just say, "Fuck it, let's just sue these fucks"?
No, that's what my lawyer said. But he said he wanted to do it amicably, like meaning like he has relationships, so he didn't. He represents me, so he didn't want to make it look a certain way.
So he reached out to them.
Yeah.
And what happened?
They didn't fucking. We'll look into the the runaround.
Oh, we weren't aware. We'll look into it.
The runaround.
But they're really not looking into it.
Let me ask you something. Was it anything? Did you try to reach out to her
Me
directly? Yeah.
No,
Is it anything that she could have did that would have stopped this lawsuit?
no, because she doesn't know what she's doing. It's all played out for her. She's a pop star. She's
No, but
not
what
a
I'm
celebrity.
saying, if she just says,
So why
if
you
she would have
so mad at
DM'd you,
her?
no.
'Cause-
Hold on. You gonna answer that? If she would have DM'd you and said, Josh, Please don't sue me. I will sniff cocaine off your stomach and chest.
Yeah, this guy.
Please don't sue me. Would you have let that happen?
This guy.
I'm asking you.
This guy.
I'm asking you, bro.
This guy.
I'm asking you. Like, is there anything Ariana
because
Grande
at the end
could
of
have
the
done?
day, at the end of the day, I'm a businessman. So like, it's business. Like, it's business.
It's business. So
It's business.
it's nothing. You spend a night with me. Just work it out in the Ritz.
Bring your checkbook or have your mommy.
Okay, can't knock businessman.
Or Scooter, whoever.
You won't fight him though.
No.
Yeah, but it like Hala said, why you so mad at her? Because at the end of the day, if she has everything, you know how this business works. If she has everything laid out for her, they're convincing her to do the song.
Because
More than likely.
Because it was her song that brought her back. Like I don't like whatever. Speaking on other people, it's just they were looking for a record, and I was in those rooms as a fly on the wall, and that's how this came about.
Right.
So when I'm like, yo, this is the record now, and this is how you do, like, it's not right energy, and like that's just what it comes down to.
Absolutely, but like I said, they were looking for a record for her. She didn't say, you know what, I'm recording that record. Well, we don't know, but I'm sure she didn't say, I'm recording that record right now. She's looking for a record. She's not the writer. She's not anything. She's just the person that they're presenting it to. So you being mad at Scooter, understandable, because he was handling the business and the people who were in the room were handling the business. The artist is just doing the artist part. You get what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you're mad at her, and I get it because it's my song, and then all of a sudden
if she says she wants to slurp, she's slurping. Like,
feel-
don't get me wrong.
But look, even you saying that though.
I know.
Wait, no.
Like, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying she ain't gonna give
So
time.
what? Because honestly, you even saying that sounds a little bit like. I know you do stuff behind the scenes professionally, and I know you are an artist as well. But something about you and the story, and like whenever she comes up, it just sounds like a little bit of resentment. No.
If you heard a song every day that you wrote the hook of, and they only changed one word,
I'll be pissed.
So then you agree.
And
with
that's
what
how
I'm
the
saying.
business works too. They would change
Yes.
one word and say it's not yours, it's
Real
ours.
vibes only, but I come from a certain structure that I explained.
the real
Was
vibes
it?
only for me.
So in court, when they went to court, were they trying to fight it and act like it wasn't?
They try to do certain things, but at the end of the day, they wanted to settle because, like I said, they don't want those negative headlines for her brand.
Right, you won.
Right.
That's the bottom line.
Hey, like, that's what I'm saying. Like you won. There's no reason
Right,
for the
but you
resentment.
still don't like them.
No,
But I feel you.
but like there was
Yeah.
certain things that like you got to understand, like mental health is a real thing. Like
Right.
we see these gun violence going on all over.
That kind of bothered you, that affected your mental.
Yeah, not saying we would take it to that level, but it's like when you hear a song every day and you hear it on the Super Bowl,
And you know it's yours. And you
how
know what
how
it
would
could've
you
been.
feel?
Right.
You know what it could
I'd
have
have
been.
been happy. Like I'm suing the fuck out these niggas.
But at the time,
Yo, God, cancel the fucking plane, nigga. We going to motherfucking Abu Dhabi.
man, oh my God.
But
yo,
it worked
real
out.
vibes and no
It
vibes.
worked out.
Listen, at the end of the day, that doesn't define me. We're keeping it moving. And
But
that's
you
what it
don't
is.
like her though. I don't.
He don't. He
understand
called
if you
her a
rushing
Mac
it.
Miller killer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if
that's
you
a
walk,
lot.
if you
That's
walked in,
crazy.
if you walked in the club, you got your button up on, you chilling. You in LA?
Kissing somebody on the mouth.
It's a day party. It's a day party, and you see her.
It's gonna be awkward as fuck.
What would you?
Not
what would
from
you
my
say?
end.
I think from your end.
Nah, I would just be
I
like,
think
yo,
you're going
you
to see
could.
her and be like, yeah, that's that
'Cause
Mac
she's
Miller
still gonna be
killer.
like,
I'm
yo,
just
what?
saying, I'm like
I
Brady.
got it.
That's all. I got Brady 7 rings money. Like that's all I'm saying. Like I'm Brady.
I feel you.
So you should be happy.
So I don't
though.
really care about like her. Like that's the problem. Like everybody wants to be cool with everybody. Like you know what I mean. Like if we didn't fuck with each other in different like the competition and just the music
But
industry.
she's not the competition no more. You already sued her.
You got your money.
No,
At least try to
Honey,
fuck her
But
now.
it's like the little people versus the industry. I feel like,
you don't
right?
waste that.
His
Yeah.
ego
Yeah.
is
You're
his
bugging,
ego.
bruh.
His ego is
Why
in a
waste
different
that?
place. You
I
think
see
it? Let me
somewhere
fuck
like,
her.
yo, what up?
You
Your
think
minds,
it?
you can't look. We the winning team. Like, can't beat me. You might as well join me. What's happening? You
Real
know I
vibes
got
and
money
no
now
vibes.
because I
Buy
got
her
your
dinner.
money.
I don't
What's
even want
up?
like her
Buy
energy
her
around
dinner.
me though.
Why? She didn't do nothing wrong though. Because here's the thing though. She's the, like the beautiful queen said right here, right? She's the performer. She's the artist. she wasn't the writer. So I mean, like, why are
the
you
business
mad at
person.
She's
right?
listed as a writer, but
she
ain't
got
write
the
shit.
credit.
But why are you mad at her? Right?
I'm
This
not
is
mad
the
at her.
opportunity.
I'm focused on me. I'm not mad at her. I don't want it to be taken like I'm mad at her. But if you hear a certain tone, I think it's very understandable of why I'm speaking that way. Like, to the average human being.
I understand.
But that's what I'm saying. It's owning the resentment. Like, I do feel a way because that was my song and you were singing my song. How dare you sing my song without my permission? That's really what and it's owning up to that. You know what I mean? Not saying I'm not mad because you're a little upset about it. It leaves a bad taste in your mouth because this was yours. You created it and somebody took that from you. So it's understandable to feel a way, but to hold her accountable is what I'm saying.
Real vibe.
Now listen to this. If you would have lost, then I can understand the anger though. I feel like you would be in
Now
front
it's
of the
fuck you, suck my
club
dick.
throwing rocks at a car. Like I can
Throwing
understand
ice
that.
down.
Real vibe. Some shit would happen working out. You know where these, whatever. Point being,
It's the vibes.
Something
Yeah.
happened.
No. It could have, but this is the way. Like, I'm a businessman at the end of the day. Like, you understand what I'm saying? Like,
He's a journalist.
we could have went. a
Who's a
different
journalist?
No, I'm saying like I really does this.
He really does.
way. Yeah, like it's just different.
Yeah,
It's just,
I understand.
you understand?
I get
Like
it.
people, you either get it or you don't, and that's what it is. And if
You're
it's
passionate about your shit.
Listen, we're only
It'll
doing
always
real
be a
vibe
part of your
things.
story.
Real vibes.
The story. I just want him to come down off this anger though. You got a unique opportunity here, bro.
He's talking about smash.
You got a unique opportunity here. Like
Yeah.
you do. Like
Yeah, I think you definitely look at the end
I
of
would
the
be
day.
at whatever her
you
party,
won.
whatever them cocaine parties that she at, I would be there.
But it's not even about that.
Like just like what up?
it's
Providing the vibes.
The thing
Providing
is,
vibe. Like, I understand.
the
Like,
thing is, you shouldn't, like you said, it's about the vibes. It's about all of that. You gotta create. You create your vibe, as Maino would say. You provide your vibe.
Absolutely.
So you can't have that vibe. If it's business, then get your feelings out of it and handle your business because business has no feelings. It has no emotions. So when you dealing with certain situations, you gotta let that go and handle your business. We moving right along. We not resenting her. But by all means, she did what she did. You won out of the situation, moving right along. She's not even she shouldn't even be a thought.
Real
I'd
vibes.
only be mad if I felt like I couldn't write another one.
Real vibes only. Like, I'm not mad, right? Like, if you hear tone in my voice, it's because obviously when I'm talking to you guys are. So if I'm talking about somebody that there was a, so I'm very zen. I'm focused on my own team. Like, that happened already. That was part of the journey for a reason.
Okay,
You understand
yes,
what I'm saying?
absolutely.
So what you're saying,
that was a
like,
blessing.
I get it.
It was a blessing.
My angels are working hard. Like, super working hard. Even working with you. Super
Definitely.
working hard. But
Definitely.
we caught each other on the West Coast last time.
Yeah, man. If I was you, I'd be on the West Coast right now.
I live there. I'm here with you though. So
Slanging and banging.
Definitely.
I'm here. You know I'm there.
I'm just saying though, like
Slanging and banging.
if I would have sent the DM like, you want some of this back? you want one of these tickets back?
Come get it.
Come get it.
Over again.
7 rings.
Oh,
I would have went and bought 7 new rings and be like, rings all on my fingers like
not
this.
even.
Be like this. What up, baby?
Yo,
Pull
the
up.
pictures are on the way.
Pull up. Wow. Josh Stone.
What's up, Maino? Raised to be a winner.
Raised to be a winner.
Gotta get that license.
Yeah. I'm fucking with you because you get your shit in the right place.
Right. You're a businessman.
Let somebody else steal your shit on the song that I'm on.
That's a NBA. I don't know.
Yeah, let's
Some shit
go.
where he makers feel my
Let's
pain.
go. Let's go.
Yeah, so that's what I want to get to. You know,
Let's go.
The project. I got a record coming out with Arson. It's called Game Time. Coming out on Friday. I am Josh Stone on all DSPs, and then we have a project, but we're just
DSPs. He knows what do you call it?
DSPs, man. This guy's political, bro.
Acronym.
I'm not a politician, but
That
like
acronym,
this is
DSP.
politics. You know what game we're in. You're the come on.
But
Salute my
but
brother,
I tell
boy.
you though, it's a time to pull on that suit, and it's a time to just be
Shush.
who you are. I'll tell you one thing: if J-Lo sues us, if we sue J-Lo, I might sell out.
Like
I might sell out. J-Lo went back with the
Ben Affleck, man.
Yeah.
That's
They be
funny.
kissing in the mouth and everything.
Jenny
In
from
front
the
of the
block.
kids.
They be
Maino.
kissing
That's
in the mouth.
funny. Yo, she really love niggas though. Like she really love niggas though. I never seen nobody that love niggas like her. She love niggas though. She need a nigga though. Like I just need a nigga.
Kardashians.
Nah, she love niggas. She going strong since the 90s though. Her breakup periods is usually like what? Nah, it's not a week, bro.
She just got a roster.
When she break up with a nigga,
Roster.
like at least a month later, she with a new nigga.
But they don't be really like new. Like she just be in her
Nah,
same
She
it
just
be-
go
dating
I-
pool.
She know who she dealing
Oh,
with.
she went from different niggas though.
Yeah, but she go like she go back and forth.
Who she went back.
Ben Affleck.
That's the only one she went back to though.
Aaron.
It's the only one she went back to. She only went backwards one time.
No.
She always went forward.
Oh my God.
Puff was trying
People
Nah.
love that
She
one.
never
He
went
was trying to
back.
throw that out there.
She never went back. She always went forward.
Some ice.
She always went forward. I like that. She fucks forward.
There was the Drake.
You gotta fuck forward, man.
I can't.
That's crazy though. I'm trying to think about who I could slide backwards on. Who want me?
Slide. You just said slide, so I just want to plug something real quick.
Yeah,
Slide. I don't know the exact date. Coming out with me and Dave East, which is gonna be on my album as well.
Shout out to Davies. We gotta get Davies up here. That's my bro.
Yeah, real vibes. Shout out to Jules.
We gotta get Davies up here.
For
Alright,
what?
so-
Agreed.
Don't come on. Don't you like him?
No,
Yeah, I feel like you do.
Oh God.
I never met a girl who hasn't liked East yet. Literally from New York
he's
to LA.
cute.
I feel
don't
he
like
cute.
I'm
I'm
just
gonna tell
keeping it
you,
real.
Davies come up here. Don't, I'm telling you right now.
I've met him before.
You
I've
not,
actually
you met him with me.
no.
You're not gonna be talking that much when you're here.
I've met him.
Oh
I've been
my
around him before.
God.
I'm
not
not gonna
gonna
be
do it
talking
Cause
now.
that much.
you gonna embarrass me, man.
How did I ever embarrass you?
Yes,
When?
many times. You was drooling over a couple niggas.
Who was I drooling over?
This-
Don't spread rumors.
This moment is brought to you by Saucy Weed. Capo, Alex Todd.
You was drooling over a couple niggas.
Who was I drooling over?
I
I ain't
can't
never
remember.
drool over nobody up
Yeah,
here.
well.
Only thing I liked was freaking Gigs, his accent.
You drooled over gigs a little
No,
bit.
I didn't. I just liked hearing him talk.
Shout out to our London fans.
Yes.
I love.
Yeah, shout out to London for real. I was
I
out
liked
there for
hearing him
Fashion
talk.
Week. That
Yeah.
shit was different.
Yeah.
I ain't drool
That
over
shit was
nobody.
Different.
What's next for you, bro? Because you sued, you won, you still mad, you still want to box Scooter. So if you see Scooter in a crowded club area,
Can you fight?
I don't know.
Play
You
hockey.
tell me what I look like. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
I can't make
Last
that.
moment, be careful
That's
with that.
dead.
Be careful with that. My man did that one time. My man said, yo, I'm a gangster. What I look like? And the girl said, like a fucking cop. And so be careful with that.
I mean, yo, listen.
Be careful with that.
I'm just asking. Like that wasn't a shot. I'm just.
What do you
really
look like?
asking,
I
can
don't
you
know.
fight?
You're sitting
Jen,
here. with
what do
me
you look
with
like?
injury.
I
don't
look
know.
like I can fight.
What does that have to do with the question you asked?
I'm asking because
Look-
I'm asking
look
you
like a
because
fight.
looks can be
Your
deceiving.
energy, it doesn't like it sound. You asked me if I could fight.
Yeah,
Right.
but you
That's the
said, do I
question.
look like it? So
Right.
I'm countering it with, do I look like I can?
I think you
'Cause-
can handle yourself.
Okay, I think you can handle yourself, but I'm asking you, can you fight? It's different.
Handle yourself means you can fight.
Okay.
Handling yourself means you can fight.
It means you can
wherever
handle it.
No, you fear no one.
Fear no one.
Fear doesn't mean you can't get knocked out.
Yo,
I'm just joking. I'm just
Hold it
joking.
down.
Yeah.
I'm just
Fear. Yeah, he
joking.
said that like a Shaolin monk. Fear no one. Walk in the shadow of the
Listen,
monk.
motherfucking real vibes and no vibes.
I
Like
hear you.
everybody's Malcolm X till it's time to do Malcolm X shit. Real vibes.
You was just saying
I
something
like that. I like
Alright?
that. Let me
Yeah.
ask you this though.
Don't let this, it's about the soul. It ain't about the color.
soul. Okay. Not. You hear that? Come on. It's about the soul. Not about
You
the
said
color.
it's about the soul, it's not
Yeah,
about
don't
the
play.
color.
I'm not saying this to you. I'm just don't play and don't play
Wait,
yourself.
hold on.
Like,
You said it's about the soul, not
it
about
ain't
the color.
The color except
Oh no.
green.
Oh, I was
That's
about to
the
say.
only color.
Hold on. I don't think I asked you that just because you're white. I asked you that just
Oh.
because you're talking
I
and,
don't
and
do
you
that
were
on
talking about
Kitchen Sink.
fighting.
It's real vibes and no vibes.
Right. I'm just saying.
All right.
He said, "Don't play and don't play yourself." Though. You
Checked
got
you
anger.
though.
You got
He
anger.
checked you though.
He didn't check me.
No, you got
Look
no.
like check though. Look
No,
like
that's
check.
not anger. That's ego.
That ain't even a hip check.
That was a light check though. It was a little
That
light.
wasn't no
It was a
check.
little
That's
tap
a
on the
vibe
leg.
check.
It was a
Yeah.
vibe check. What's
It's
that?
real
and
vibes
no
only.
vibes. Mano, let them know. It's
Real
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 vibes.
vibes
Real
only.
vibes. Real
Yo,
vibes
BK
only.
Drama, where you at, man?
That
He's
was a
down
little
there
check,
doing his
though.
thing. This is no accident that I'm sitting here next to you. Like,
of course.
no matter, like who could have stopped me? Like this moment, I believe even you, even though we met, like
it's the big stage right here. You know,
this is destiny. Like this is a part of the journey. Like you understand what I'm saying? So I didn't know your spirit today. Me and Maino, we've known each other for a minute. Me and you, we just met, so it's just I appreciate all you, and it's just.
She tried to intimidate you though, but you stood
up,
bro.
Like yo, Maino,
first of all, you're not going to do that.
Oh my God.
You're an instigator. This the person who's about peace, right? Then he said he was about peace in the beginning of this.
Eric Adams, vote for Eric Adams.
Okay, all right, these guys out here promoting.
Real vibes only.
All right.
Only vibe. All this fucking gimmick shit, corny.
What's next for Josh Stone?
I got a record coming out on Friday. Right now, they're spinning the Uncle Murder record on like 105 called What Happened. I am Josh Stone. I know DSPs. They're also spinning the Jewels record called Drip Sauce Swag. And like again, I appreciate my organic fan base because we're just leveraging out like my Rockefeller, which is the Real Vibes Only entity. I got like 3 or 4 artists signed to my entity, singer, rapper.
Dope.
You know, so my project comes out. We don't have a release date yet. I don't want to say anything too soon. But definitely Friday. The record with Arsonist called Game Time will be out. So
You got kids, bro?
no, I do not have kids.
You got a wife,
At
but you
least
married, right?
kids that during the hockey years and during this music shit I don't know about.
Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Like just keep it in the
might-
pocket.
you
like
might have a couple
I might,
kids,
So I don't want to have on the Maury show. Like,
Well, they'll hit you after this episode, I promise.
Condom off.
Now that they know that you got that check,
I don't-
you will be getting those.
I bet. I'm just,
DNA
in the
test.
mail.
I can only keep it 100 around people that are 100. That's why I like the company's Real Vibes Only, because I feel like energy is really like, you got to be careful who you touch in this world.
Right.
Because energy transfer is very real.
Absolutely.
And that's frequencies, your angels guiding you in whatever type of way.
What type of frequency is in a strip club?
Negative vibes.
demon time.
Well, I won't say
When you
negative
get- when you-
vibes,
I feel like
but
you
low
wanna use different-
vibrations.
When you get touched over there, or you doing touching, what kind of vibrations is that?
Low
You tell
vibrations.
us.
No, you tell us. I
Man,
saw
are
you
you-
strip
I don't be
club.
in there. I don't be in
I don't be in
there.
there
You
either.
you was standing on a couch doing.
Giving high vibrations.
Yeah, I bet.
In my own world.
Josh Stone, man. Hey, bro, I appreciate you for stopping by the
Yes, we appreciate it.
kitchen, man. This is the big stage right here, bro.
Real Vibes.
This is the
Thank
big
you for
stage,
having me.
man.
Thanks for being here.
And I appreciate you coming to share your story, because there's a lot of, a lot of young artists out there, songwriters out there, put in situations where they coming in and walking in the rooms with bigger artists, and they getting their ideas stolen and stuff like that. That is happening. That does happen.
So just to touch on that real quick, because that happens all the time. I'm working with women in blockchain, where I don't want to say anything too soon, NDAs and weird shit. Just we're working on on the blockchain where, like, when you go into a studio and you create something, but then I got to go to the lawyers to get the split sheets. Where this happens,
I don't do none of that shit.
real quick.
I don't
know
play
because it's on
that
your
shit,
work. I'm talking
though.
about like the industry shit.
I don't know.
talking about for
Listen, I don't play that shit. I do a song with a nigga.
No,
Nigga, it's clear.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But the people that don't,
That's it.
The people that don't have that benefit in the
I'm
business,
not even playing that shit, bro. We ain't playing nothing.
that's salute. A lot of 99.9% of the artists do not have that benefit. So
Shit,
don't think that's
nigga.
how it goes. But this
I'm
is a real
not
motherfucker.
playing that shit,
Right,
nigga.
real
I'm not
vibes
playing,
only.
nigga. We did the nigga. If you ain't
Hustle
wanted to
hard.
come out, you shouldn't have did it.
Real
You
vibes
do a
only.
song with me. You the day you did the song, it was clear.
Nah, that's
All
fair
right.
though. That's good to
The
know.
day
for
you
people.
the day you did the song, it was cleared. If you did not want the song to be cleared, you shouldn't have never fucking done it. Cause if we gotta go through all that, cause then I'ma take it somewhere else. I'ma feel some kind of way.
Thought you was about peace.
You don't got the answer, Maino. No, I'm just
No,
playing.
no,
Like, sway
no.
shit.
What the fuck you said? What you say? What did you say?
That was fucking-
What did you say?
She
I
forgot.
said I thought you was about peace.
When did I ever say that? And I want you to pull up any. When did you ever hear me
never
say I
said
was
you was
about
about
peace?
When we first started the beginning of this podcast after arguing, right? And I said, "What do you want?" And what did you say?
A peace of mind, harmony. That ain't peace. I'm not letting niggas step on me.
You get what you give.
Big stepper, big homie. That's big pressure. Come on, man. Woo.
Real vibes only.
Josh Stone, you sued Ariana Grande. You won. You didn't take the cocaine route, but you got that money, man. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bro.
Not familiar.
For real, man. Big moves coming, man. Big things coming for you, man. I wanna salute you. I don't have to wish you luck. You're a very structured dude. You're very focused. I was about to say some shit.
He gonna say it anyway.
That would have got you. That would have got you in trouble if I would have said something. But I'm gonna let you slide because you'd have answered that and it possibly would have got you in trouble at home.
I appreciate it.
I don't want to
Real
jam you.
vibe energy is on. Thank you.
I don't want to jam you up.
Coming from you, like.
Yeah, because sometimes I don't have a filter because my shit is up in shambles. Like, it's like
either.
whatever.
He's like, fuck it.
He wants harmony.
Bitch be like comedy. Like I ain't coming home to nobody. Like it's like
Let me fuck his shit up.
fuck his shit up. Like whatever.
Yo, Maino,
like,
try to. I know you got a lot of connects. You plug like. Try to get Logan Paul to fight like a bear, and I'll fight Scooter Braun and like Justin Bieber or something.
Like a bear.
A
You got them
steel
strings?
skin.
no, we
Okay.
need to
Like a
say
circus.
yeah. Let's try to get him in
These
fight.
motherfuckers
This
is a
nigga
bunch
wanna
of
fight.
weirdos. You guys
He
got a lot
clearly
of,
wanna fight.
You got a lot of people like entertain a lot of clown shit. You know
Of
what
course.
I mean? And it's just like sad, and it's like when the pendulum swings one way, it's bound to come back
Pendulums. Good
the
word.
other way.
That's right. It is.
Back
And that's
and
real
forth.
vibes. And
But
no
that's why
vibes.
you got to stand on your words, stand on your position. You understand? And I see you doing that. Be about your integrity. I feel like you got a lot of integrity. I feel like you got and you got a lot to offer the game. So much success to you. No luck, because we don't need no luck for this. We're gonna do what we came to do. You
It was
understand?
written. It was written. Nas,
Definitely, man.
I appreciate you. And
Nah,
it's just,
man.
like the Q3, I believe the album will be out. Therapy sessions with arsonists, heat
That's
makers,
right. That's
family.
right. That's right.
And
That's
Game
right.
Time will be out on Friday. And yo, I appreciate everything.
Nah, it's
Real
all
vibe.
love, man.
Tomorrow's never promised. I pray walking.
That's right.
Let's go.
If
That's
tomorrow
right.
comes.
And tomorrow comes, man.
You know?
Hala Maroc, your favorite tomboy, and it's me, your boy Maino, a.k.a. O-Ray Gibson.
Why you
Real
guys to say
vibes and
nasty
no
shit,
vibes.
right?
Because I'm a nasty motherfucker. Stop
Kitchen
playing
Talk
with me. You already
Podcast.
know what it is. Kitchen Talk, the podcast. Josh Stone, Chase Your Dreams. You already know. We out.
Right.
Real vibes only.